What if I told you there's one habit that can transform your world forever? This habit isn't a secret, yet it's often overlooked. It's the habit of tracking, not the kind of tracking you'd associate with adventurers in the wild, but tracking and monitoring yourself. Peter F. Drucker, the renowned business consultant and entrepreneur, once said, "What gets measured gets managed." It's a simple concept, yet so profound. Tracking allows us to measure, and when we measure, we can manage and improve. But here's the startling truth. The vast majority of us drift through life without ever measuring our performance or our happiness. We're like ships lost at sea, sailing aimlessly without a compass. But imagine if we could change that. Imagine if we could harness the power of tracking to steer our lives in the direction we want. To illustrate this, let's delve into a real-life story that showcases the power of tracking. Consider the case of a man and his girlfriend who suffered from depression and anxiety. Struggling to understand her sporadic depressive episodes, the man took it upon himself to track these occurrences. He would note down the circumstances surrounding each episode in a small, unassuming notebook. 3 weeks into his observation, patterns started to emerge. He noticed depressive episodes were more likely to occur after she consumed processed foods, particularly dairy, red meat and gluten, or after nights of sleep deprivation, and especially after long work shifts with negative co-workers. Deciding to act upon these findings, they made significant changes. They adopted a predominantly vegetarian diet, invested in quality sleep gear, and she even quit her job to find more meaningful work. The result? A complete disappearance of her depression and anxiety. This dramatic change happened because he paid attention to patterns. But how can you apply this to your own life? Here are a few ideas to get you started on your journey of tracking. First off, consider tracking your productivity against different variables. Sleep, for instance. You might find that you're significantly more productive after a full 8 hours compared to when you've only had 6. Or try experimenting with different morning routines and see which one sets you up for a productive day. Ever tried the Pomodoro method? Spend a couple of weeks using this technique where you work for 50 minutes and take a 15-minute break and compare your productivity levels to previous weeks. Another vital area to apply tracking in your life is your spending. It's all too easy to wonder where your money has disappeared to at the end of the month. By tracking your spending, you'll know exactly where every penny is going. If you're willing to track and refine your habits, I promise your success will skyrocket. Start tracking today and see the difference it can make in your world.